So here's the 7 things that I do in the morning for movement hygiene. Movement hygiene means it's gonna make my joints feel better. Just like you brush your teeth, I'm gonna do a habit that's gonna help me improve my joints every single day. So I'm gonna take you through this, try it, and see how your body feels. First is gonna be the banded cat-cow. I'm gonna use the band to push my lumbar spine, my low spine, into the band, and then control it down. So I got something to give me feedback, and actually create some strength, some push, some force, and let it pull me back in. I'm gonna do this for about 8 to 10 reps. From there, I'm gonna do the couch stretch, but rather than just passively stretching, what I'm gonna do is create tension. So I'm gonna push down into my quad, bring that rib cage down, push my hip through so I'm feeling a big stretch here in the front in my hips, but then I'm gonna start slowly turning up that dial from 0 to 10. Once I get to 10, and I'm pushing into the pad for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. I'm gonna try to lift this off for just 5 seconds. So getting that heel to my butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And then I'm gonna go deeper into that position, into that stretch, and repeat. 10 seconds drive down, 5 seconds pulling up. And I'm gonna do that on both sides for 1 set, sometimes if I'm feeling a little tighter, for 2 sets. These next 2 exercises are gonna be from a 90-90 position, right? So I have a 90-degree angle here, a 90-degree angle here, and I can just transition from one to the next. So I'm gonna get my belly button in the middle of my chest in alignment with this knee right here. From there, I'm going to pretend, I call it the bow and arrow. So I'm going to drive my hips back, and I'm going to close this gap, right? So I'm going to pull myself down into this position until I get a stretch. And again, in my glutes, but instead of just passively waiting here, I'm going to drive my foot into the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then try to relax into a little bit of a deeper position. Hold that for a while, and then repeat that 10 seconds. So from there, I'm gonna go, as I'm already in a 90-90 position, lean back. Now I'm trying to turn my belly button to the back knee and get an internal rotation stretch. So I'm leaning back, I'm trying to get that belly button. Now I'm feeling that stretch. What I'm gonna do once I feel that stretch, I'm gonna push my knee and my ankle into the ground for 10 seconds, same way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. See if I can get a little bit more and repeat that, right? And then again, I would switch sides. I might do that for 1 to 2 sets based on how I'm feeling. So this is a lateral line stretch. I'm going to try to open up the obliques, QL, and doing something elevated. Pretend like this is still a couch. So when I'm at home, I'm doing this on a couch. I'm going to get this leg completely locked out and long. I'm reaching out with my heel. And thinking I'm in a side plank position, I'm going to now exhale and drop my hip. And so as I'm dropping my hip and punching that heel out, I'm having a huge stretch here. I'm actively pushing down, trying to get my hip to the ground, opening up. Again, I'm going to hold this for 10, 15 seconds, drive up and reach. So now I want to get some tension here and repeat. Exhale. Bring it back down and trying to open up a little bit more. It's key that I'm pushing my hip down and driving that heel out. You can see I'm getting more and more stretch. So I do that for about a minute per side. Usually I might do 2 sets on my right because my right is the one that's tighter. Now this is called a Bretzel, and that's just not going to open just my hips up on my upper back. So I'm going to grab the back of my foot, push my knee down here. I like to have, you could have a pillow, you can have a foam roller under your neck just to have a nice spine position. And what I'm going to do is pretend that I'm going to try to drive this knee up, and I'm going to try to kick this foot back, but I'm going to resist it with my hands for 5 seconds. So let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to exhale and open up that upper back. You can see how I rotate. I'm going to do this again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And get about 3 of those, which now I have this rotated upper back. I'm just going to breathe in that position for probably about 5, 6 breaths, and then repeat it on the other side. So after I've done those drills, I'm going to connect them and do a little bit of a flow here. And again, this is world's greatest stretch, a couple combinations here. So I'm going to go into my Spider-Man lunge. At first, I'm going to keep that back leg locked out, just drop down here, and I'm going to do what I call the lizard. So reach, rotate, look back, bring my hand down, step back, and now I'm going to go up, open up the calves a little bit, shift side to side, and come back down on the other side. And then same thing. I'm just going to drop into my hip, reach, all the way around, and then repeat. And again, depending on how much time I have, I might play around in these positions. Right? Try to open the hips up here and just keep going through that sequence for those 3-4 minutes. So everything total is going to be somewhere from 12 to 15 minutes. Movement hygiene, and it's going to feel fantastic. Again, if you got less time, just do a couple drills less, 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. But doing it every day is really going to make your joints feel more what I call buttery, and just you're going to start the day feeling a lot better. So if you want more tips to look, feel, and perform better, make sure you follow this channel.